Hi guys, welcome back. As you can see, I've completed the major assembly. I've got the wings on, I got the front and rear slats on, cockpit is installed. Otherwise, she's looking pretty good. You can see down in there. But I'm going to show you just a few video clips of some of the things that I did and some still photos up to this point, and I'll come right back and show you some of the things that, about the kit that I noticed that might save you a little bit of trouble when you build the kit. I'll be right back. After assembling the wings, I decided to paint the wheel wells before attaching it to the fuselage. As you'll see in just a few minutes, I should have just waited until after I had them attached. It would have made it a little bit easier for me. The instructions call for many pieces to be painted steel. Here you see me painting the jet turbine, the inside of the jet air intakes, and the landing gear pieces. I'm using Vallejo model color natural steel over a primer coat of Stynylrez flat black. The model color paint is very thick, so you got to thin it down. I found that using the Vallejo airbrush flow improver works as a great thinner, although I have seen modelers just use water. They do paint nice out of an airbrush. You just have to thin them down to the right consistency, and I do like the results. I like to leave the small parts on the sprue and paint them right on the sprue. It makes it easier to handle and also to paint them and not lose them. You do have to do a little bit of touch up with a brush on the areas where you do detach them and cut them off from the sprue though.
Thrillingly different. Exciting jet age styling highlights the magnificent new Plymouth 56. Get top thrust at takeoff from Plymouth's higher powered new V8s or 6. And Plymouth offers revolutionary push-button automatic driving. Plymouth's new push-button power flight, the last word in driving ease and luxury, is a first with Plymouth in the low price 3. Just push a button for neutral, low, reverse, or drive. Press the accelerator, and away you go with your choice of 2 completely new higher-powered, high-fire V8 engines. Plymouth has everything, even a highway hi-fi record player. Yes, the jet age Plymouth is the car that's going places with the young in heart. Now, see and drive the magnificent Jet Age Plymouth 56, the all-new car in the low price 3. At your Plymouth dealers today, just where you should be.
Okay guys, welcome back. The first thing to point out that I did that caused me a little bit of headache, but basically right here in this step, it's part of step 1, when you assemble the instrument panel, these instrument panels had, they had side consoles right here. The instructions show you to mount these consoles. If you look at it, you would mount it first to the cockpit tub. However, and that's the way I did it. However, if going back, if I had a do-over, I would mount these to this piece onto the instrument panel. The parts fit really nice. However, when I mounted these, I either misaligned it or something, so I ended up having to take this off, take these pieces off, remount them, and it just caused some headaches and a lot of ugly glue spots that I had to do. So those of you who are going to build a kit, and again at this point I do highly recommend it. It's a nice kit. Go ahead and go ahead and build the instrument panel all together with these parts here, and then mount these little side consoles to the instrument panel and make this all one piece. It'll also make it a lot easier to paint as well. Okay. Also, you see that the halves of the jet intake, and you saw the pictures. I painted the insides steel, and then I painted the inside here of the wheel well interior green. I painted that before I glued it in place. I would almost recommend you paint it after you mount it, because if you see, you'll probably do a little bit of touch up in there. I did have to add a little bit of another interesting thing that I found is this part here. When you mount these here onto the wheel wells, and then you put this piece over it, and it's hard to tell because you have to put that on before you put it onto the fuselage. So, and as you can see, this one piece, which would be this area right here, okay, doesn't, if you're just a little bit off and it doesn't quite match up. So you see right here where I brush painted, it actually matched up fine on that side. That's just the plastic from the inside. Since I painted this off away from where I painted it before I mounted it, then it left this piece right here of bare plastic. This side didn't quite join up, so I just ran another bead of perfect plastic putty. So I've got to really basically respray this. So I would suggest that you go ahead and assemble it first, and then do any cleanup you might need to do, and then spray it. My next video, I'm going to basically do priming and do the painting, and hope to see you back, guys. Thank you. Take care.